Wuthering Heights, directed by Emerald Fennell, starring Margot Robbie and Jacob Elordi. You have a story of Kathy and Heathcliff, who have been friends since they were kids and who have loved each other since they were kids. And this later on goes into when they're older, and a lot of things happen when they're older. One thing I just have to really point out. So Kathy's dad just brings this kid home and they name him Heathcliff. Like, they just gave this guy a completely new name. Straight from the start of this movie, I was kinda hooked. That opening scene with the hanging was pretty elite. And everything that goes on when they're kids, all of that is like extremely really good for me. Kinda shocked how good this is. And I have to point out why I was kinda shocked is because the cinematography and the visuals and the soundtrack to this movie are perfect. Like, perfect. And I don't say, okay, maybe perfect is a little bit crazy, but like, it was really good, basically. The MVP of this movie is easily the cinematographer. I like dark, gloomy, moody movies, and this is exactly that. It's dark. There's a lot of fog and I love it. I know people want color and all this shit. Nah, man, fuck that shit. Fuck color. Give me a dark movie like this. Now, going into the romance of this movie, because that is what this movie is about. I thought this was going to be like sex, like for over half the movie, but it's not. I guess when they do start to do that stuff, it is a lot of it. There is a build up to all that stuff. I don't like this type of romance movie. I'm sorry. I think it's just not for me. Especially since Kathy gets married to the rich neighbor. Her husband is just a good guy who actually likes Kathy. He's not cruel. He's not evil or mean to her in any way. He's just a cool guy. Unfortunately, Kathy just loves Heathcliff. Which, I mean, sure, I understand, but at the same time, Heathcliff left for like 5 years. Like, you just have to move on. Especially since your husband is a good dude. When he did leave, I was just there like, where is this going to go now? Because I haven't read the book at all. I know nothing, so I'm just thinking he's going to come back, but like, in what manner? And he does come back. Bro just completely upgraded. He cut his hair and he became rich. And that did intrigue me just because I'm just thinking, okay, I mean, is Kathy just going to divorce her husband and then go to Heathcliff because he's rich now? So like that kind of solves the problem there. But she has a baby. So yeah, this is the part of the movie where it was interesting to see Heathcliff and Isabel just freaking be absolute weirdos and just be insane. And this part, I'm just thinking, okay, he's insane. But at the same time, when Heathcliff marries Isabel, Kathy just becomes completely depressed. And I start to think, oh, they're both insane. Kathy was so depressed that she ended up dying, which was sad, I will admit, but at the same time, I never bought into this relationship. Yes, Heathcliff comes back and they end up like fooling around, but there was never an end game there because she has a child with this other dude. For whatever reason, I just was not invested. And maybe it's because Heathcliff just left for 5 years. So him coming back makes me think that, yo, if somebody leaves for 5 years, you just got to move on. And I know I'm being too realistic here, but I don't know, I just can't help myself. However, even though I didn't love this romance story, and honestly, like, it's a mid story, but it does have moments of intrigue, like when he comes back and he's just doing weird shit with Isabel. That is interesting. But overall though, it's just not for me. However, I do just love how this movie is made. I just love how it looks. I love the soundtrack. Everything with the directing is good. I think the writing is also good enough. So overall, if this story was just better for me, this could be like a really high rating. But I don't like the story, so it is a 6 out of 10. I think just simply because I love the visuals, I love this aesthetic, I have to give it a 6. Now, if I do rewatch this again eventually, it might be a lower score because I don't know if I'm gonna watch this for 2 hours and be happy.